Our college is a career college. As I said, it's a vocational institute. We do not give out bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, or PhDs. What we do, our goal here is to prepare you for a career. We prepare you to be able to get out once you've graduated and be able to get a job and get paid so you can support yourself and your family. We have worked very hard to customize our programs so there's no extra information. The only information you get is the information you need from to be able to work and be successful. So you'll see as we go along that all of everything is built around that fact of being able to go through and improve yourself towards having a career. So through this presentation, I'm going to tell you about our courses, about our different schools in our college, about what our programs are and how you can benefit from what we have to offer. We've been in business, like I said, for about 18 years, and all along our goal has been to prepare individuals for work, for career. We offer 25 different diplomas. As we'll go in, you'll see and hear about all of them. Most of these you can complete them in 1 year. As a matter of fact, it's just under 1 year. But it does have a co-op component that you'll hear about as well. We have 5 different schools. Okay, so all of our programs fall into 5 different categories, 5 different schools. Majority of our programs are in our School of Information Technology, so they're IT related courses. We also have our School of Business, our School of Art, our School of Hospitality, and School of Languages, which is basically an ESL school, English as a Second Language school. Our language program is designed to help you be able to sit in our classrooms and do well in our classrooms. Okay, so we're not an isolated language school like many other schools that are out there. Our language school is designed solely to be able to get you into our school and allow you to leverage our courses, our programs, and then eventually be able to go out and be successful at your jobs. We have co-op options available. What co-op means is your second year of study, your second year with us at our school, you will be placed at a work position that is related to whatever it is that you studied. You are ultimately responsible for finding your co-op placement. However, we go out of our way to do everything we can for you to get your placements. We help you with interview skills, resumes. We even set up some interviews for you. We'll get into that in a little bit here. Our programs, like I said, are very practical and hands-on. We're not going to teach you stuff that you don't need when you go out there to work. We've hand-picked our instructors to make sure that these are instructors that are exceptional at what they do, and they're also very industry savvy, meaning they actually work in the places in places that are related to whatever it is you're learning. For example, you will be learning computer programming from a programmer that actually works in the field. You'll learn project management from a project manager who's actually working as a project manager, rather than a professor that may not be in the industry and doesn't know what the current things are. Our programs are very market driven, so we watch and listen to feedback from our instructors and the industry to see what we need to include and what we need to take out from our programs. Let's dive in and look at our programs briefly. I'm just going to mention the names here. The curriculum for everything, for all of our programs, are on our website, and we can also send it to you guys later on. But let's look at our School of Information Technology. Like I said, this is our strongest school. We have open source web development, embedded programming. We have graphic and web development. We have general programming. We have e-commerce, game development, network administration. Now, like I said, you will be able to get into co-op with all of these programs that I just mentioned. You will have 960 hours in class, which is basically a year of academic work, and then 960 hours at co-op. So your second year, instead of coming to class, you will go to your co-op placement. That does not mean that you cannot come to school. The school, we're always here for you as your support system. So if you're at work and you need help or you get stuck with something, you can always come to school at night, get a hold of one of the instructors, and we'll help you out, or even through email. We will help you out. We hold your hand through that first year to make sure that your Canadian work experience is a positive one, and that you're able to be successful and showcase your talents to the employer that you're placed with. So this is all the stuff that I just told you. First term is, the first term for our information technology program, the first term is the same for all of them, for every program that I just mentioned to you, because we need you to be familiar with computers. We want everybody to be at the same level starting second term, depending on whatever course, whatever direction that they will go in. Now, what that gives you is the flexibility to be able to switch from one program in our IT school to another, which is huge. It is amazing, especially for someone who is coming in from a different country like yourself into Canada. You may not know exactly what it is you want to do. You just know you want to do something computer related. So what you do is you come in, you register for one of the courses, whichever one you think you might be more interested in. You'll go through the first term. During that first term, you'll discuss with students that are ahead of you, with instructors. You look at the market, and you can then change into a different program. So for example, let's say you come in and you say you want to do game development because you love playing video games. You jump in the first term, you go through, you talk to people, and you realize there are more opportunities in e-commerce, for example, right? You then have the ability to switch to e-commerce and continue your studies the second term in our e-commerce program. Let's shift gears and look at our business school. Our business school has the business administration program, an accounting and finance program, and we have a very, very popular sustainable business management program as well. Now, the difference with the sustainable business management program is that it is the only program out of all of the ones that we have that is short term. Okay, this program is only 6 months, and it has a prerequisite of you having a business administration or business related degree prior to registering. Okay, so this might not be a very good choice for those of you on the call who want to maximize your time here in Canada under a study permit. But if you go into business administration, this is definitely an option that you will want to add to your arsenal after you've gone through one of our business courses and you've gotten your diploma in that. This program also does not have a co-op component, okay? It does not have a co-op component. So it's only 6 months and that's it. So for business school, you get 960 hours in class, just like IT. You get 840 hours in co-op, a little bit less than IT, because typically IT programs need a little bit more hands-on work in the field than the business programs do. Next, we shift to our art school, to our School of Art. We have graphic design, we have interior design. And as you can see, same number of hours in, I'm sorry, I went ahead one slide here. Same number of hours for your co-op and for your school. So 960 and 840. Let's move on to hospitality. Hospitality management is a very unique program, and it's unique in that in Vancouver, hospitality is very hot, right? So there are a lot of jobs available for hospitality. So if you're a person who does not want to do computers, does not want to do business, you hate math, and you're not, very artistic, you don't feel like doing arts, this school might be the right choice for you, because There are lots and lots of hotels here in Vancouver, lots of hospitality related jobs available, and we have one of the best programs in among our competitors here in Vancouver that we offer. So that might be an option to look into. The hours are the same. First year you come to class. Second year is your co-op, and you spend 840 hours in co-op. For our languages school, for our English, we have 12 weeks of classes available in 6 different levels, and that's for 25 hours a week. We offer 6 weeks of free ESL classes for students who apply for diplomas. Now, basically what we're doing here is we're making your life easier. We want you to come in because our basically if you want to apply for our college, you have to have a certain level of English. If you come close to that level of English but you don't meet it, we give you the ability to take 6 weeks of free ESL classes. You will have to pay for the ESL classes ahead of time, and then when you start your diploma program with us, we will reimburse you that money. That money will come out of your total, and you pay the remainder to the college. That way, we're protected, and you're also enjoying the benefits of having some free English classes. Okay, so this is the most important slide in this presentation, at least for you it should be, because what happens when you go to school? You go to school, you finish your school, you go through your co-op, and you want to do what? You want to get a job, right? If you don't get a job, what's the point? So what all we do here is we focus on making sure our students are able to get jobs outside. Every meeting that we have, every staff meeting that we have, our entire focus is how can we help our students better in getting jobs, in getting placements with gainful employment, because we understand that that's the most important thing to you guys. We understand that you need to support your families and yourself. So that's our focal point. We give you training, we work with you, we help you, we hold your hand when it comes to getting those jobs. Our college is an accredited college. Now, what that means to you is that it is the government of Canada approves our college, and what it also means to you is that you are able to use our letter of acceptance in order to apply for a study permit. If we weren't accredited, you would not be able to do that. The government of Canada would say, who are these people? What are you trying to do? If you were local, if you happen to be a permanent resident or a Canadian citizen on this call, that means that you're able to use Student Aid BC. That means you can get student loans. But if you're an international student, you do not qualify for that. Okay, I want to make sure you understand that. Our programs are geared towards what the industry wants. Some of our IT programs are so up to date that we are the only college that offers those specific courses that are within our program in Vancouver right now. So we continuously update everything to make sure that we create industry leaders, we create up-to-date individuals that when you go to work, you shine. Your employer will look and go, okay, this is a person that I want to keep on my team. And as a result, a lot of people that are positioned in co-op placements, the employers of those co-op placements end up sponsoring them to stay in Canada and work, which is fantastic for especially for international students who are trying to stay here in Canada indefinitely. We have small class sizes, which means you can interact with your peers in class very easily. More importantly, you have the ability to pull the instructor aside at any given point of time and get them to address your questions and work with you on a specific topic or a specific project. Like I said, our instructors are right from the industry. We don't have anybody that's just academic. These people are hands-on. they're professionals, and they know what needs to be taught so that when you're on the job market, you get hired because you stand head and shoulder above other people who are applying for the same or similar positions. We have career and co-op services available in the college, as I told you. We have people who are experienced in these fields, so we help you prepare your resumes. Canadian resumes, maybe are a little bit different than what you're used to in your own country. So we help you get there. We make sure the English is clean. We make sure the resume is presentable. We help you. We hold your hand to be able to go through an interview and answer the viewers' questions. Matter of fact, in April, we're going to start a public speaking session that will be available to all of our students so that you can learn how to present your ideas in front of a group of people, in front of a room of people. As far as I know, none of the other colleges in Vancouver offer that as a package to all of their students. We will facilitate this job process. It starts with our co-op, because as soon as you finish your year of academics, you will have to be placed in a co-op placement. That's where your job search starts, even before you graduate from our college. So we're training you in job search, and we facilitate it by reaching out to our pool of contacts. These are industries. We have hundreds of businesses that have partnered with us. So anytime we have graduates coming up and have to go through the co-op, we notify these businesses, and they so that they're ready if they have a need, you can go up and interview for them. Let's talk about tuition, because I know money is on top of some of you on top of your minds, and you want to see what's going on. We work very hard to keep it affordable for our students. We keep our tuitions low, and then we try to keep we also give you payment options so that if the tuition is still high for whatever reason, you can take advantage of that. Our tuition in general ranges between around 17,000 to about 19,000 or so for 2-year programs. Now remember, every figure that I quote for you here is in Canadian dollars, not US dollars, Canadian dollars. So that's 17,000 Canadian to about 19,000 Canadian, depending on what program you're applying for. So all of our IT programs are $19,050. That's for a 2-year program that includes the co-op option. We have payment plans. Okay, so what the payment plans are is you have the ability to pay quarterly, and you have the ability to pay monthly. The details of that we can send out to you guys. Just remember, if you decide to pay monthly, you'll have to pay your first quarter, and then the rest of it you can pay monthly. And we will need a credit card, a valid credit card on file. Now that does not mean we have to charge your credit card on a monthly basis. You can go ahead and send us the money however you want. That credit card is on file just for our security. So the minute, if you don't pay, then we'll go ahead and charge your card. But other than that, we don't have to use the credit card. We also have some scholarships available. Every term we have 25 partial scholarships. They range between 500 to 1,000. You will need to have applied for our school, hold your letter of acceptance, and then apply for the scholarship. Again, if you're interested, you need to contact us, and we'll send you the write-up on scholarships about how to apply and how to take advantage of our scholarship programs. But please do not ask us about the scholarship program prior to having applied. It is only available to people who have registered for a diploma program. We're constantly researching our industry, the job industry outside in British Columbia and Canada as a whole, and we've started doing some work for the US as well to see what jobs are trending, what jobs are hot, and we do an analysis for the next 8 to 10 years to do a projection and see what is about to come up, so how we can how we can adjust our plans, our schedules, our programs to fit what's coming up in the near future, so that you as our students are successful as you go through our programs and graduate. So these next few slides, I know it's pretty much impossible for you to read them, so I'll just kind of go over what we have here. We have the highest growth positions. We charted that out by percentage. Then what we did is we also looked at what's the highest paying on an hourly basis position. We mapped that out again that's by the number of dollars an hour in Canadian dollars. And then what we did was we looked at what's the positive growth, right? So what industry, what positions have the most growth in the job market. Finally, what we did was we looked at what's the highest efficiency programs, highest efficiency job positions that you can get. This means by efficiency, what we mean is you can take the least, you can make the least amount of investment in order to make a jump into that career, right? So like, for example, if you saw on one of those slides, being a judge pays you a lot of money, but for you to be able to go become a judge, you'll have to spend a lot of money in your schooling, in your education, and also invest a lot of time to do that. Whereas if you see one of the highest one here, it says software engineer and designers. Like I said, you can take one of our courses in 11 months, in 12 months, you can basically become a software developer and go get a job that pays you a lot more money than what you were getting paid. So that's what that efficiency means. And again, without going over all of this, many of these match the programs that we're offering. We've designed it that way, so there's no surprise there. We have 4 start dates in every year. It's the first Monday of January, April, July, and October. Okay, so the next one coming up is April. It's if for most of you, you're gonna have to go through visa processing. You probably still have time to do it, but you need to act very fast if you want to start in April. If you happen to live in Canada or the US, it's probably a lot easier and a lot more achievable for you to start in April. If not, the next ones after that are July and October 2018. Each of our terms consists of 12 weeks at school and 1 week holiday in between the terms. So you get a week off after each term. Now, if you decide right now that, let's say you're in Colombia and you decide that you want to start your school here in Vancouver in April, and you work really fast with us now, and that's another thing that I need to mention. We process our letter of acceptance pretty quickly. We turn it around in about 48 hours maximum if we have all of your documentation ready. So let's say you apply and you get everything, but somehow your travel and everything gets you here a little bit late. We allow you to join the class if you're 2 weeks late, and we'll get you to catch up. Beyond that, we can't help because it's too late, right? And then after 2 weeks, so we'll issue a new LOA for you based on a new start date, which will be the following, like in this case, would be July. And we do all of this for you for free. We give you LOAs up to a year after the first one of registration for free. We charge you a minimal processing fee for your application fee, and with that, what we're doing is we're giving you this many LOAs for free. So we're basically we're paying for it. All right, so I'm going to open it up for questions, but before I do that, I want to just go over quickly the process of the application process, just in case you guys are curious. So let's say today you hear everything that you like and you decide to apply to our school. What we'll do is we'll send you an application form. You're going to fill out that application form. You're going to send us the application form along with a copy of your identification. In most of your cases, that's going to be your passport, and any transcripts that you have. Now, if you are a high school graduate, that's what you give us. If you have a master's degree, you give us the transcript for your master's degree. So you send us the transcripts for your latest education, whatever that has to be. We need that translated in English. It does not have to be done by a republic and stamped officially and all that, but we need a proper translator to have translated your transcripts. We also will charge you the application fee. The application fee is $350 Canadian, $350 Canadian. The application fee is non-refundable. So if you apply and you don't end up getting a visa, or you change your mind, or whatever happens, that $350 is gone. We can't return that money to you. Now, once we've got this package, we call this the application package. We get the application package. We make sure you are proficient in English. That means you either have IELTS above a certain level, or TOEFL, or if you don't have either one of those, you can do our online English test, which is free, and you need to score intermediate or higher for us to be able to help you out. If you score pre-intermediate, you can leverage the English classes that I spoke about earlier. So once we have this package with your proof of your English proficiency, our registrar will look at your entire package, and if everything is okay, if we have room in our classes, and you qualify and everything is fine, what we'll do is we'll send you an enrollment agreement along with a form that you select what your payment options are, and your schedule. You sign all of this, you return it to us, and we ask you at this time to put down a deposit of $1,300 or a third of your entire tuition, whichever you want. That's up to you. Once we get all of this in, we issue you your letter of acceptance. Then you will use your letter of acceptance to get your study permit. We do have immigration consultants that work with us that give our students a very, very big discount. If you choose to work with an immigration consultant, you can. You have to understand that that person is independent of our school. And ITD Canada, as an institute, as an educational institute, does not provide immigration advice or support. Or you can just do it yourself. You take your letter of acceptance, you go to the website, you apply for your study permit, and then you wait. And hopefully everything will work out. You get your visa. Once you've gotten your visa, we ask you to pay the remainder of the money to meet your first term financial obligations, which is basically about $5,000 in total for most of our courses. Because of the fact that you've paid the $1,300, it works out to be about $3,500 to $4,500 depending on the program. And once you've done that, then we expect you to be on campus on the start date. We give you an orientation, and then from then onwards, you're part of the ITD family, and we help you as much as we can.